Welcome to Living Well with April and Shelly. I'm April Martin with the UT Extension Office in DeKalb County.
And I'm Shelly Barnes with the UT Extension Office in Wilson County. We're raising kids, eating right, spending smart, and living well.
Hi everybody, and we want to welcome you to our edition of Living Well this month. And this month is really special, Shelly, because March is Extension Month, and so across the state of Tennessee, all of our offices are celebrating Extension Month. And you know, we've got our special speaker here with us today, special guest, and Dr. Fox, Dr. Janet Fox. We want to welcome you. Dr. Fox is from our state office. She is our Family and Consumer Science Assistant Dean in the Department of Family Consumer Sciences. So we are really delighted to have you here today and join us for March being Extension Month.
Well, I'm excited and very honored to be one of your special guests.
So Dr. Fox, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself? I know that previously you were in Louisiana, so maybe tell us a little bit about that and how you came to Tennessee.
Well, my husband's family is from East Tennessee, so Tennessee has always been on the radar for us. It's a beautiful state, great people, high quality of life. And so when I started out in Mississippi, I was in the county, and then I transitioned to Nebraska, and I was at the regional office. I had 26 counties that I worked with and supported.
That's a lot of counties.
It is. And it was like 4 hours to, in terms of top and bottom. So it was a lot. But it was very rewarding. And then I wanted to move closer to family. So Louisiana really very much spoke to us in terms of family and being connected to family. So I was a specialist and then an administrator here. And we've tried to move to Tennessee, and it just worked out when I applied for the assistant dean role, and I was so excited and thankful that I was able to be entrusted with this role.
Well, we're excited you're here, and thank you for joining us on our show. And I know that you've been doing a lot of traveling, visiting county offices, and seeing our great state. So maybe what is one of your favorite things about Tennessee that you found?
Well, I just love the people and the places. Tennessee is a beautiful state, and the people are so hospitable, and they really have a zeal for life and a zeal for culture. And so there's just so much to do, and really lots of great people that I've gotten to meet that are dedicated extension professionals.
That's exciting. And you know what we're going to do today? Not going to be part of the video, but we're going to go cuddle baby goats. So definitely something that you can do.
Harmony Farm Lane, we're on our way.
Yes.
I can't wait. That's probably going to be the funnest thing I do with extension. Where do you get to cuddle goats?
Exactly, especially little baby ones.
I know.
So how did you fall into extension? Tell us that story. Everybody that's in extension, I feel like, has their extension story. So maybe tell us that.
Well, my extension story started really in lower elementary school when I just wanted to always be a teacher. And so from probably first grade on, I knew that's what I wanted to do. But it wasn't until middle school that I figured out that, I was introduced to 4-H, and I got into 4-H, and that introduced me to FCS. And by the time I got to high school, I had a lot of great experiences with high school family consumer sciences. And so melding the teaching with the love for FCS was when I decided I want this as a career and a job. So, and I've never looked back. It's been a very rewarding career over 30 years, and the people that you meet are like family. They become your family, and you see the difference that you're making in people's lives. And so that's really what it's all about.
And Dr. Fox, that's what I love about Extension, is that the community truly is our classroom.
It truly is, making a difference locally.
Real life solutions, right?
It is.
Well, our main jobs, Shelley, are to do family consumer science programs in our counties, and I know we do a lot of variety of programs. And Dr. Fox, since you represent the state, tell us about some of the programs that you think are really on the move and that are going great across the state and showing a lot of impact. What's your feelings on that?
Well, congratulations to all our FCS agents because they're reaching 500,000 people across the state. So that is
Wow.
very impressive to me, and they're making such a big economic impact of over $243 million worth of economic
Wow, that's
impact.
amazing.
Some of the most popular programs, as we talk about living well and we think about our mind, body, and spirit, what comes to mind with the mind is our On My Own program, which I know both of you have been actively involved, but just laying that financial foundation for our young people as they begin to be emerging adults is critically important. So I know y'all probably have stories you'd like to share about that On My Own program.
That On My Own is one of my favorite programs, and I just went to a follow-up in-service on it to get updates on it. But yeah, it's one of the programs that I do here in DeKalb County that I'm always amazed at the kids. There's like a light bulb comes on right in the middle of it, like, oh, I didn't realize kids were going to cost me this much, or I didn't realize I need to think about my occupation and how much it's going to pay me to be able to pay all these bills. And it's really touching too to see. I've had kids walk up to me and say, I really didn't know how hard my parents had it and what they go through, and it really makes me appreciate what they're going through. And it's also been a really good outreach for volunteer leaders because
Yes.
all the volunteer leaders, they say, please invite me back to this. But it's just one of those that, it works really well. The school system, the teachers, it works in with their curriculum, what they're teaching, and it's just the life skills of On My Own are just amazing. We've reached so many students that way.
I totally have to agree with you, April. I recently conducted On My Own with one of our alternative schools with our city school system. And no matter what group I'm doing it with, I usually always hear, I need to go home and thank my parents. They're doing so much for me, and I didn't realize all of this costs so much. So I think it's funny in a way that's one of their takeaways. But I hope that they really do that, and then that gives the family an opportunity to sit down and talk about the family finances, and for the student to really think about, wow, what do I want to do, that's going to give me enough money to support the things that I want to accomplish in my life. So it's a really good way to start a conversation with the family.
And I know it's in a lot of counties across the state, probably at least half the state does that program now. But
It's really important. As we talk about families, one of the new programs that we offer is Farm Family Health and Wellness Program. And that is really targeting farmers who don't get a day off. Their work environment, whether it's snow, rain, sleet, they're out there doing their job, and their families, because of the workload, oftentimes the families miss out on those family moments, whether it's a play at the school, et cetera. So we're really looking at promoting health and wellness and positive behaviors and providing coping skills for our farmers and their families who are under a lot of stress. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited that it's taken off and being well received, and just a pretty needed program.
I think so too. Johnny and I were at a birthday party just a few weekends ago, and he saw one of the farmers that he works with for the Cattlemen's Association. He was looking for another class that he hadn't taken before, and so Johnny and I both started talking to him about the Farm Family Health Program, and he was very excited about it. So there is a little buzz going on. I know there's a lot on social media. We've been sharing a lot of different posts about it, and so I think that the communities definitely are receiving that well.
And the bottom line is to help our farmers be healthy and being able to manage that stress. So that's really important. So, another one, as we talk about the body. So I know that y'all both do Matter of Balance, and that's a very special program in terms of maintaining, physical strength and learning how to fall. It's a fall prevention program, and there's value even knowing how to fall. Which, who would have thought let's fall gracefully here.
It's a real thing. I fell right before the holidays and hurt my foot, and if it had not been for that class, I would not have fallen correctly, and I probably would have gotten hurt. a lot more than I did. So I immediately thought about Matter of Balance. And it is a great class to teach and to be part of as well.
Yeah, we even did a video program a couple months back on fall prevention, and we talked about the Matter of Balance. I know I've got a class coming up starts in March, and I've got a volunteer leader here in our county that helps with it, and it's really growing, and we're going to work to let the doctors in our town know that this is a program they
That's a
can start
great
telling their
idea.
clients
Yes.
about too.
Very good idea.
That is good. And I think, it's been recognized for saving someone in a flood because they had
Wow.
enough physical strength to get themselves out of a situation, and they totally really give Matter of Balance that credit. So
That's
that's
amazing.
pretty special to know that that program has saved a life.
Yes.
Because all life is precious, and we're lucky that way. Another one I think that y'all are engaged in that is really very popular and really needed as more people are doing gardens and raising their own food is the Canning College.
Yes.
And so being able to preserve that food and really understanding the proper and safe way to can or preserve food. I think that's critically important as we talk about, food safety and prevention of diseases.
Yes, and one thing that some people might not be aware of is, calling your local extension office and just troubleshooting questions is something that's very popular. Starting now even, I've already gotten several calls. Have you been getting calls, April?
Every once in a while.
Yeah, and so people are already starting to think about the canning season. And then April and I are both part of Extension Explorers, which is a group of agents in Middle Tennessee that work on food preservation, so canning, freezing, drying, all different types of food preservation. Last year we did a monthly newsletter. This year we're kind of working out to see what we're going to do during canning season. But that has been just a big help to people in the Middle Tennessee and beyond areas.
And we've actually got all those videos still on the channel too,
We
for people to
do.
go back if they missed those.
And we'll put that link in the bottom, right? But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
bedford.tennessee.edu. So.
Talking about food, one of the other popular programs with youth is Tasty Days. And so I know y'all probably do those. I know that's a big hit across the state in terms of really, kids really love it. And
Yes.
they go home with excitement and they show their parents how to make a certain recipe. And so I don't know if y'all have had any special experiences there at Tasty Days.
I've done it in the past, but I haven't done it recently. But I have little kids, and so I totally understand how much fun it is to try something new. I was actually eating lunch on my day off the other day, and both Ripley and Davis talked to me about this new food that they got to try that week at school. And so, just that experience and then taking it back to the family, I can see how much value that program would give.
Well, and you talk about increasing vegetable consumption and fruit consumption, and I think that, helping children or youth understand how to eat healthy and what a balanced diet looks like is important. So, talking about the spirit of things, I think one of the things I'm excited about is the FCE program, which has really had a heart for volunteerism. I think they've been known, of course, they're part of the community and they're well connected within the community and able to call attention to opportunities within the community to serve and serve the underserved. I know you both have experiences there.
Yes, in Wilson County, we have 11 clubs and a little over 270 FCE members. So there's a club in almost every area of the county. So we would love to have more friends. We do lots of service projects. We have a craft club that meets once a month. But then also these members are my volunteers. So I have 2 people that are going to go to the training for agents on food preservation to help me, because there's just one of me in the entire county of Wilson, and it's hard, it's hard to be everywhere, do everything, so we need those volunteers to help us, and so FC is kind of a good stepping stone to start the educational learning.
I bet a lot of people don't even know what FCE stands for. We
That's
probably should
right.
mention that. So FCE is Family Community Education Clubs, and it's just one of our groups that we work with, the extension, and it's open to men and women, really, I think any age. There's not really even an age, although it's usually adults, but Most counties, they meet on a monthly basis, either in a home or at an office, or like in our county, we meet here at this office. And they do community projects, and they just do a variety of things, but they're one of our biggest volunteer bases too as well. That's what I enjoy about FCE.
And last year, they gave $7.2 million worth of service, which was about 220,000 hours of service. So they really do a great job.
amazing.
It is amazing, and I love hearing that we're utilizing them in other programs to support our overall FCE.
Well, actually, my Matter Balance co-teacher is an FCE member, so, I try to get them involved in different areas of my program. I know April does the same thing, so it's really helpful. They already know that they've been exposed to extension, and they know what it is and understand it and value it, and so it's good to give them additional opportunities.
It is. Well, I'm just thankful to be able to have been here today and share a little bit about family and consumer science. We have one of the best programs in the nation, and it all gets down to our FCS professionals in the field delivering those programs, as well as at the state level. It's a partnership, developing curriculum and programs.
Yes. We have amazing specialists that
We do.
that help us do what we do at the county level. If we didn't have you all in Knoxville and other areas, it'd be really hard to share the education that we do with our clients. So I just feel like we're just the best FCS department in the nation, in my opinion.
I totally agree, and I am absolutely not prejudiced about that.
No, none of us
I'm
are.
very knowledgeable because, we do travel the nation
Yeah.
with conferences, and you begin to pick up on just the special nature of our programs. And so I'm excited and very appreciative that you're really promoting FCS during Extension.
If you want to contact your local UT Extension office or TSU Extension office here in Tennessee, all you got to do is go to utextension.tennessee.edu and look at county offices and find out who your local extension agent is. March is Extension Month, so we really encourage you to do that. There's a lot of counties that are doing things across the state during the month of March, so get to know your local extension office. They're a great resource. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll get more of these great videos.
Thanks for tuning in to Living Well with April and Shelly, where we're raising kids, eating right, spending smart,
And living well. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
We're going to the goats.